told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, jumping in the bed with two dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for James Conner, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Rudolph. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. Finding room inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Rudolph now to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. Fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield on play action. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And Davis with it left side. Pass slips, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Nice catch, offense. Good job, offense.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. Spinning away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all that optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of a team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down throw from Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And that one results in 35 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it off here to the tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Watch Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. 3:19.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Set.
They'll give it to Chubb. The first NFL touchdown for Georgia's Nick Chubb, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from the linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he's got some space here. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Bud Dupree in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a toss. This is Connor. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. A 23-yard run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
2nd down, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll toss it to Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now he goes spin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. 1st down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
No, check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Pick it up. Leopard.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Make that now 3 touchdown passes for the rookie Mason Rudolph. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. T.J. Watt, first-round pick a year ago there defensively for Pittsburgh.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
Money back.